he's mad at me, goodies on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay, though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Sip, hit my Michael, in my Michael J's. I get cake, I can knock him.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Yard line. Here's Murray. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, Moon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. First and goal from the 5. They'll give to the big fullback use check. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Bust through the tackle. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And able to find John Brown. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Off play action. Cunningham. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
To throw on second down. Moon. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Moon. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Moon. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Taylor from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. To To throw on second down. Moon. Buying time to his left. Open space inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped them well short of picking up a first down.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he'll escape to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Looking to throw on second down. Moon. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 18 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw. Moon. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Off the play fake. Moon flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down. Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to go up top for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, Moon. Complete. Richardson has it. 20, 10, for touchdown, 49ers. Paul Richardson, 59 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second half? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to the air on second down. Cunningham. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go. Flick round.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes. Down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere